Let's get busy, Detroit. I'm Kemarr Brooks, host of Entrepreneurs of Detroit. Right now, I'm in Flagship Boutique with the owner, Ty Haygood. How you doing, brother?
How you doing? What's up, Detroit?
All right, Ty, I'm going to get right into this. How did you get this started, man? Like, where did you get the idea and the concept to come up with the Flagship Boutique?
Well, the Flagship Boutique arises from me having my brand, District 81 Clothing.
Okay.
And then a gentleman that was working for me for years started his own brand, Joe's Coney Island, and we decided to come together and become partners and push our brand. His brand started taking off through the city. My brand was already kind of like a mainstay because I, doing District 81 for like 10 years. So we just combined our heads, put our heads together, and came with the idea that we can have our flagship stores together in one building called the Flagship Boutique.
Okay, cool. Do you make the clothes? Are you the designer, or do you just shop around, pick different brands of clothing and sell it?
We do both. We design both our brands. We produce it right on site, the t-shirts, etc.
Okay.
We print them on site, print them on custom on demand for the customer, and we also buy from other brands. We also have denim brands. We also carry other national leading brands, so up and coming brands. We just want to bring like the hottest new flavors to the city.
So how long you been into the fashion industry?
Like 10. Well, I've been in the fashion industry about 12 years.
12 years.
I had District 81 for 10 years.
You're a fairly young guy, man. So is it hard running a business like this?
Of course it's hard, it's demanding. I mean, fashion changes every day sometimes, especially year to year. So you always have to, and people get younger, the tastes and preferences change.
It's true.
So as a person that's getting older, you have to keep your ideas fresh than getting younger. So I think that's a challenge, but it's been working out pretty well. I'm excited for the future and current, present.
So I see that you only sell men's clothing. Are you going to branch further off and maybe get some female items in here as well?
We do women's t-shirts and stuff like that, women's sweatshirts, but that's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah.
So this right here, man, I was looking at this when I came in. Detroit Native. Tell me about that.
The Detroit Native, like, this is a shirt that we wanted to develop for people that wanted to go out of town and really rep the city. We made a shirt years ago called Run DET. It was similar.
I remember that. Yeah.
And that took off like crazy. And it sold well. It was one of the best selling t-shirts in Michigan for about 3 years strong. And we wanted to bring that energy back. And that's what the follow-up was with the Detroit Native. It's on a baseball style t-shirt, which is hot for this season. But the Detroit Native features like the Native American head, just to show like when people live out of town or people like, it's hot now to move back to the city. You know what I mean? Like, the city is now hot, but we want people to be able to show like, I'm Detroit native, like I've been here. I was here when it wasn't cool. I live in Cali now, but I'm from Detroit. You know what I mean? So that's what the whole concept behind the Detroit Native is.
You thinking about opening up other stores, other flagship boutiques around the city?
Yeah, like, long as it doesn't, we want to be able to service customers that might not be able to make it here. Right now, we're able to service Oakland County and West and East Detroit very, very well. So, if there's a few segments of the city that I feel like are alienated by where our location is. So I definitely would like to get closer to them and have another boutique close to them.
So on a day-to-day basis, what does it take to keep the business up and running?
Just constantly thinking. Like, you have to put time into thinking. Sometimes, like, my wife asks me, like, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? It's like, baby, I just have to think, like, this is thinking time. Like, I have to come up with my next plans. Like, what am all these designs that you see, like, they are thought, like, I already know my designs are already done for fall. They're done, so they're completed. I know what they're going to be. I know what they look like. I got them on my computer, so you always have to stay a step ahead of the game.
It's back. Empire Cage Combat presents the Art of War MMA Tournament Semifinals. Live at Cobo Center, located in downtown Detroit. June 29th, 2013. Doors open at 3, fights start at 5. Don't miss more than 40 cage fighters battling it out for the grand prize trip to Las Vegas to train at the world's top training facility. The Art of War Semifinals. Contact us now for tickets or more info.
Just got off work? Just got paid? Ready for the weekend? Ready for... Well, meet me at Simply Casual Clothing Store on the historic Avenue of Fashion, Detroit's premier boutique shopping destination for your weekend rendezvous. Ladies, whether it's premium skinny jeans or a French cuff shirt or a hot cocktail dress, so you can flirt. Too much to choose from, clothes galore. Simply Casual is our personal candy store. Gentlemen, picture a conveyor belt that rotates. Choose between 900 dress shirts. Before you choose your date, the flyest blazers, jackets, and jeans. Simply Casual Clothing Store. The hottest fashion playground you've ever seen. Nationally known, locally respected. Simply cool, simply smooth, simply casual. Livernois at Otta Drive. Call 313-864-7979. That's 313-864-7979. Stop by today.
All right, Ty. So, what advice would you give any young entrepreneurs trying to break into the fashion industry?
I would tell them to really, before they need to not do what's, like, if they're planning on doing something, it needs to be something that's not currently hot. Like, if you haven't launched whatever you're trying to do, you need to do something that you think is going to be hot next year. You can't be like working on something that's hot now and you haven't launched your brand, period. Your brand needs to be based upon a concept and a style that's not currently in the market, because that's the way you can differentiate yourself from other brands that's already been doing it. You want to come with a new product, not something that's already out.
You heard that? My man just gave you some great advice. All right, Ty, last question. Where can people find out more information about the Flagship Boutique?
On Instagram. You can follow us at Flagship Boutique. You can follow me at District_81. That's on Instagram and Twitter.
All right. Flagship Boutique, Ty Haygood, Kemarr Brooks, Entrepreneurs of Detroit. Thank you for having us.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming out.
Let's get busy, Detroit. I'm your host, Kemarr Brooks, and welcome to Entrepreneurs of Detroit. We're sitting outside Stella's Coffee Shop, and today I'm interviewing with Tiffany Jordan. She's the credit expert. We're going to pick her brain, see what's going on today here on Entrepreneurs. How you doing, Tiff?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. So, Tiffany, right off the bat, what is it that you do?
Well, I help small business owners that are looking to start a business or even expand a business obtain $50,000 within about 90 days, guaranteed.
$50,000. That's a lot of money. How do you make that happen?
Oh, wow. Well, it's an easy 3-step process. First, we repair their credit. Most small business owners, they have bad credit. So we go through the process of repairing their personal credit.
Okay.
How's your credit?
Yo, Tiff, I'm working with like a credit score of 200, but how could I get this thing started, Tiff? How could you make it happen?
I've never heard of that before. But 200 credit score, we can work with that.
Okay.
We can definitely work with that. We start you at an easy process of repairing a personal credit. We go through the process and walk you through it. It takes usually about 30 to 90 days. And then from there, we help you to properly establish your business and get business credit as well.
Wow. So even with somebody with my low credit score, you can help me achieve the ultimate goal of reaching like a 700 to 800 within, what time frame did you say?
Usually, generally, everyone's scores are a little bit differently, but generally it starts at about 90 days minimum.
Wow. So Tiff, how long have you been doing this?
Oh, I've been doing this since 2007. I started out just helping folks, just friends and family, and it just grew. And within about a good month, I had 72 people that I was repairing their credit, still working a job. And I said, you know what? I enjoy what I'm doing because I'm helping business owners start and grow and achieve their dreams that they normally would not have done.
So what stresses you out? That seems like it's a really stressful job that you do. What are some of the complications that you endure on a daily basis?
Well, some of the complications I would say is when small business owners they're not as passionate about their business as I am for their business. For example, we have small business owners who will fix their credit, but yet they don't have the knowledge or the skills to properly maintain their business.
Okay.
They have the vision for it. My passion seems to be a little bit stronger than theirs, and I'm like, hey, I'm your biggest cheerleader. Let's make it happen. Let's make it grow.
So, Tiff, on a daily basis, what are some of the challenges that you endure with running this type of business?
Wow. Well, I wouldn't say I endure many challenges. I think one of the biggest challenges is for the small business owner or the entrepreneur that lacks the passion. They don't believe that this is possible, that they can obtain their dreams. They don't necessarily have a game plan. That's the biggest thing. You got to have a plan. If I'm providing the solutions for you to fix your credit and obtain the financing that you need, you got to have a game plan. You definitely have to have a plan of what you will do with the finances that are available for you.
Okay. With this type of business, it seems that you have a lot on your plate. Do you have any staff, or do you do this single-handedly?
Oh, of course I can't do this by myself.
Uh-oh.
I do have a staff. We have a full-time staff that's available. Our clients, they get counselors that are available for them. We do a funding audit for the funding. If the small business owner is looking for funding, my staff does a funding audit. They will look at the current situation of the small business owner and assess where they're at and where they need to be and help find the necessary funding that's available within our programs that we offer.
Now, when you say counselor, is that like somebody that's really low in the credit margin and they need help, like they're going through some issues?
Well, a counselor is really in-house for us.
Okay.
Our advisors, so we would like to call it, advise our clients of what is the next process. So if you have a low credit score, we will look at your credit. We'll have you get your credit monitoring service and we'll help you get your credit reports as well. We'll help you pull those. Once we get the reports, we evaluate it, look at it, and create an actual strategic game plan of how we can dispute and repair your credit within about 90 days or more. Okay, we create an actual game plan in writing so that you know, okay, this is what we're going to do. We even have an online account management service. So from your cell phone, from your tablet, you can see what we're doing for you and the actual process of what's been deleted off your credit. Everything that you need is right there accessible for you. We believe in working smarter, not harder. So with doing that, that's why we're able to say within about 90 days, we can get you some form of funding for your business, depending on where you're at.
I mean, me being a small business owner, you give me $50,000, I might have to pop the question, Tiffany. I mean, $50,000 is a lot of money. All right, Tiffany, you explained about personal credit. Can you give me a little insight on what business credit is?
Sure. Business credit is just that, credit for your business. It's credit that's established and linked out to your business. So, for example, a small business owner that needs equipment for their business, they can go to the vendor of their choice. Maybe, for example, let's just say Walmart or even Sam's Club.
Okay.
They can go there and get a line of credit, maybe $1,000, $2,000, maybe even $10,000 in their business name that reports to their business credit report and not on their personal. So, in essential, they can get all the equipment they need, supplies, furniture, even Staples, Office Depot, Sam's Club, Costco, some of the major, even Macy's, will extend and give business credit to your business. But you have to properly establish your business to the right format. So you're going to have a business phone, a business email, and more, much, much more to get a line of credit for your business. But guess what? You can grow your business like that.
So do you help companies grow their business like that?
Of course, of course. That's just one of three options. Like I said, we fix the personal credit, we help them establish the business credit, and lastly, we help them get the funding. So in order to get funding is cash funding where you can pull it off a card or maybe just a line of credit for your business. In order to do that, you got to have either great personal credit, excellent business credit, so you can get cash funding.
Wow.
Or even one more thing too, you do need to have some sales. If you're a new business, you got to have great personal credit or great business credit. If you're an existing business, you should at least have some sales of about $5,000, $10,000 a month.
So does everybody have the potential to be a successful business owner?
Well,
that was a stupid question.
That's relative. No, it's not a stupid question. It's really good. It's really good. It's not a stupid question. There's a difference between a business owner and an entrepreneur.
Okay, explain that.
There's a big one. Entrepreneurs take risks. They have a deep passion. A business owner is just a manager of an operation. Period. That's just in my words. However, entrepreneurs, they know, like we said at the beginning, they have a plan. They have a structure of what it is they need what they're going to do with it, and how they're going to execute it. And that's very important.
Yo, hold that thought, folks. We'll be right back after these messages. She's giving me so much information, I'm going to have to get a notepad or something.
It's back. Empire Cage Combat presents the Art of War MMA Tournament Semifinals. Live at Cobo Center, located in downtown Detroit. June 29th, 2013. Doors open at 3, fights start at 5. Don't miss more than 40 cage fighters battling it out for the grand prize trip to Las Vegas to train at the world's top training facility. The Art of War Semifinals. Contact us now for tickets or more info.
It's going down. The first annual Steppers Ball, Friday, June 28th, in the Boom Boom Room in Windsor, Ontario, 315 Olet Avenue, downtown Windsor. Tickets are $10 and $20 for the VIP.
It's your man's DJ Maestro, and we're going to be at the Boom Boom Room in Windsor, Canada, June the 28th, with myself, Wax Tax and Drake, Mr. Smooth, the world-renowned ballroom extraordinaire.
More information, call Crown or Needle or go to www.windsorwestsidereunion.com.
All right, folks, and we're back with more Entrepreneurs of Detroit, interviewing with Tiffany Jordan. All right, Tiffany, I'm looking to start my own artist development company. What are some of the first steps or documentations that I'll need to get that started?
Oh, wow. Well, first and foremost, when you're starting a business and you're trying to establish business credit, you got to have a separate address. I know you're working outside of your home. It can be in your basement, even the garage, even your neighbor's garage. But the first thing that you definitely need is a separate business address. You got to have a separate business address. For funding purposes, for financing purposes, you want to look like on paper that you're a multi-million-dollar corporation.
So would a P.O. box be suffice in that situation, or do I need to actually go and rent property in order to have that separate address?
Well, good question. There are virtual offices that are available. You can get a virtual office where you're using just the address alone. You can have your mail forwarded there and also have your mail sent back to your home when it goes there.
What's a virtual address?
Well, a virtual office is just that. It's a Regis, for example, or maybe a Mary Centers. There are different institutions or corporations that have a lot of mailboxes, or they allow you to rent out their suites.
Okay.
So it does not come up as a P.O. box, and it won't be red flagged by lenders to say, hey, they're just using a P.O. box. It's an actual location that may offer meeting services where you can go and meet your clients. You can also have receptionist services as well. So it's a really cost-effective way for startup companies to start to grow.
All right, Tiffany, I got that part down pat. What's the next step? What do I need to do to make this artist development company work for me?
Well, first, the next step would be obviously to get you a business phone line, something separate from your personal lines. You can also have that routed to your cellular device. If you go on our website at myfundingsuite.com, we have those tools available for you at discounted prices. You won't believe it, starting as low as like $20 a month. Okay. Now, afterwards, when you're growing this business, right, you want to properly establish the business credit report with Equifax, Experian, and Dun & Bradstreet. Those are the three major credit bureaus for businesses. Now, on personal credit, we have Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And that's very important to know the difference between the three. And you can get reports on your business separate from your personal credit, okay? So after you do that, you got your address, you got a phone, you got your business credit reports. Now you want to start getting trade lines. Trade lines, like we spoke of, are Staples, Office Depot, Office Max, and more from larger institutions. You can get lines of credit in your business name. As long as your business is properly established to meet all of these small compliance issues, you can get funding from there.
Cool. So, now that I got everything up and running, how do I attract clientele? And with the amount,
it's a lot of money, right?
It's a lot of money.
So $50,000 can be overwhelming. The entire process can be overwhelming. But we're here to help you and walk you through that process.
Okay.
Most small business owners feel the way you do. They're like, wait a minute, this is just too much.
I don't know what's going on right now. Like,
right.
I'm a newbie to this whole situation. You feel me? So
right.
I have no clue what I'm talking about or what I'm getting into.
That's okay.
So that's why I need you, Tiff.
That's why when we spoke before about the counselors and the advisors, that's why you have an advisor. That's why we're there for you. Your advisors are available via email and phone, and then we also have the online account management where, at 3 o'clock in the morning, you got a question, we're there to assist you. So our goal is to help you get funding, to get you the financing. Okay, you need the financing to do what? Market your business?
Exactly.
Pay your employees?
You need to pay somebody.
Oh,
everybody wants to get paid, including myself.
Yes, of course, and you want to get paid as well. So that's very important. So our job is to help you get the funding. And those tedious processes of the phone, the email address, a separate location, we're there. We simplify it. It's easy 1, 2, 3 step process.
You hear that, folks? That's what I need. I need my life simplified because when I'm trying to go into my own business and create something for myself, I definitely need somebody like Tiffany Jordan on my team to make it happen.
I agree. Everyone needs a Tiffany on their team. I think that's awesome. So now we've established the credit, we've repaired your personal credit. Now you need some money, right?
I need some money. And you spoke of $50,000. That was the key point that I heard at the beginning of our interview. $50,000.
Okay.
So how you gonna give me $50,000, Tiffany?
Okay. So here's the magic. I'm gonna give you guys all the tips, all the magic. I'm giving you the soup, the secrets, all the things you need to know to get $50,000 within about 90 days. 90 days, yeah.
Okay.
We put it out there. You come in, first of all, we have to evaluate the credit. Okay, again. We're going to evaluate where your business stands. That's very important. Okay. Once we do that, we create a strategic game plan for you. We say within 90 days, we're going to do these things for you. Minimum of 90 days. Some people's situations are a little bit different. Okay. So we must understand this is not a gimmick. This is not some, around the way thing. We're here and we're doing this serious. And we need serious business owners that are looking to start a business or expand or grow their current business. That's very important. So once we repair the credit, get the business credit, right?
Right.
Got the business credit reports, trade lines, Staples, Office Depot, Office Max. Now let's find the funding. So if you're starting this artist development company, right, that we spoke of, you're starting this company, you got to have your scores at a 720. You're not generating any money, right? So you don't have any sales.
Okay.
So if you don't have any sales, then we need the business credit. So we put the two together. We get you an unsecured business line of credit. You get your approval within about 72 hours. It takes 7 to 10 days for everything to go through. And within about the first 30 days, you can get your first $50,000, depending on where you're at credit-wise.
Okay.
If we need to fix your credit, for those that have a 200 credit score, like you said.
Yeah, like myself, hey, I need help.
Right. So for those that have a not so very favorable personal credit, we take the time to repair it. And over the course of those 90 days, we're getting you and outlining what we said we were going to do for you. So, and also there are different types of financing. So for example, if you have a contract right now with a company or maybe a government entity that's willing to give you funds in exchange for your services that you're due to pay out or due to service, you can sell that to a lender. And a lender will give you 80% of that money you're due to get. So for example, you say you want to do a record management company.
Yeah.
If the record management company states, and we're just doing this just for examples, but the record management company says, hey, we're going to pay you $100,000 for 90 days or whatever it is you're supposed to do for them, right?
Okay.
90 days, you got to do this job, and within 90 days, you'll get $100,000. In order to fulfill that contract, you need to acquire maybe some equipment, maybe pay additional staff or hire additional staff. You're short on funds. You can sell that contract and get 80% of that money advanced to you within about 7 to 10 days.
So Tiff, the process sounds great. Everything sounds good. How much is this going to cost me to get my credit repaired and to get my business up and running?
Oh.
Is it expensive? Because, again, I have a low credit score and I don't have much money, Tiff.
That's okay.
So
that's why we're in the business of giving you money.
Exactly. So
we're in the business of helping you get that money.
So it's not expensive?
Not expensive. Our credit repair rates start as low as $35.
Wow.
As low as $35 for each item. As low as $35. If we don't get it deleted off your credit, you don't pay. You only pay us when we get it deleted off your credit.
No games, no gimmicks.
Hey, pay for results. That's what it is.
So on a serious note, where can people find out more information about Tiffany Jordan?
They can definitely visit our website. We have two. one for people with bad credit. It's called fixthiscredit.com, fixthiscredit.com. And they can also go to myfundingsuite.com, myfundingsuite.com. And that's for small business owners looking for funding. We have various types of funding that's available, and they can utilize the website to complete an application, to get their business credit reports, and even also get their personal credit reports as well.
You heard it right here, folks. Tiffany Jordan, Miss Credit Repair Doctor. Is that appropriate to say? The Credit Repair Doctor?
I think so.
Credit Repair Doctor. She says she's going to put me on the money team as well. $50,000 a while. Get your credit repaired. Tiffany Jordan, outside of Stella's Coffee Shop.
Formerly known as Jake the Flake, now on Jacob Fella Entertainment, presents the new hit single Tell Me How Much on Jacob Fella's mix CD, Legendary, featuring Mike Epps.
Yo, this is your man Mike Epps, aka Day Day, aka Baby Powder. That's right, and you're tuned into Jacob Fella, and we just want to know how much. The man want to know what's up. He's the real boss.
Feel free to download the mix CD at www.jacobfella.com.